They bring up the fact of, oh, do you not want me to know where you live? What, you don't want me to know where you live? No, I don't want you to know where I live yet.
Hello guys, welcome to the vlog. My name is Apollonia and today we're talking about why you should not let men into your places, into your homes. I still don't understand why women do this on a serious note. Like, I feel like one of the biggest red flag, like if you meet someone, maybe online or just outside or even in a club, especially a man, most men with pride will never ask you to go to your place. They will never like ask where, like the first meeting, like where do you live or your address or, you know, stuff like this. Like most men with their own respect or who like are mature enough will never ask you that. And I feel like it's one of the biggest red flags when you meet a man and they ask you where you live or they want to pick you from where you live. I think such men, it's a big red flag, and I don't know why women actually do this, especially when women have kids. Single moms, why are you bringing men into your house when you have kids? I don't get that. I don't care. Like, I feel like the best way for a mom to date, a single mom to date, is, you know, in a separate, you know, place from the guy they are dating. Unless you're married or, you know, engaged or something like this, I do not see the need of you bringing that man near your kids, or even your kids knowing this guy. Like, I don't know like how, where women get these guys, because it's scary. Like nowadays it's scary out here. These men are, you don't know if sometimes they want you or they want the kids. Anyway guys, let's get to this video. It's about video just, you know, warning you why you should not let men into your own places or own homes or something like that. And I hope you're going to enjoy. I hope you're going to learn something today. And let's watch and we'll talk as we go.
They bring up the fact of, oh, do you not want me to know where you live? What, you don't want me to know where you live? No, I don't want you to know where I live yet, because I'm still getting to know you and you seem nice enough, but let's see where this goes. Because imagine, your home is your sanctuary. Your home is where you are majority of the time other than work. God forbid something doesn't go well with this particular individual and he actually knows where you live. You can't just move like that in this day and age. It takes time, it takes money. So keep your home the last bit of information about yourself until you really get to know this person's character.
By the way, especially with the homosexuals, yeah? I don't know if you've heard how women like bring these men in their homes, and when it comes to the time when the men have to leave, the man doesn't want to leave. He, you know, he says, you know what, he's already living here now. He's paying bills and stuff like this. I mean, these guys, you just don't know when you're bringing these men in your house what their plan is. That's why I told you there's no one good one guy who respect themselves that will come to your house or even sleep in your house. So guys, be careful, because I've seen even women, I've had women you know, having to fake being evicted so as to evict this man. You know, because police is not going to help you with this, or, you know, even law or something like that. It becomes very complicated when they start living there, especially, you know, for more than a month or so, yeah. So guys, be careful who you bring to your house or something. But yeah, this man, no. If it's a woman, a man should not come to your house. I'm sorry, it's just awkward. I don't know how women do this, but it's awkward, very awkward. Anyway guys, let's continue.
So I just saw this woman sharing her dating experience, and I'm going to play a clip of that in just a minute, but let me give you guys a quick backstory. So this woman goes out on a date with this man. He lives an hour away. They end up going to lunch, something simple, basic conversation, that's fine. He calls her the next day and is like, I'd like to see you again. And she's like, okay, that's fine. So he drives again an hour out of the way to come to visit her, and he comes to her house. And she's like, you know what, there's a great event going on nearby that we should go to. I'll even buy the tickets. He's like, no, you know, I don't really want to do that. I'll probably get over there way too late to do that. So anyway, he arrives at her house and they're like sitting outside at first, and he's like, it's hot out here. So then he, you know, she invites him in. He comes in and he immediately gets comfortable, puts his feet up on her coffee table, grabs a beer out of the fridge, and she's just like looking at him like, man, he got comfortable in my house quick. So she's like, you know, trying to suggest different things they should do. And he keeps saying, no, you know, I'm comfortable right here. Anyway, as a matter of fact, you're out of beer. And she's like, what? So child, She's like puttering around her house, folding laundry and all of this. She goes to her bathroom, her private bathroom in her house that she pays for. And this is what she finds.
I go in my ensuite, my bathroom in my private bedroom, and I notice there is a toothbrush and an extra bar of soap in my bathroom on the counter. So I said, "Is that yours?" Knowing it was. And he said, "Oh yeah." He said, "I was just going to stay over." He says, "Long drive." I said, "It's only an hour. It's not a long drive." Date number 2.
Can you imagine? This man done helped himself, got his raggedy bar of soap, and put his toothbrush next to hers on a second date, talking about, "I'll just spend the night." Oh, no, you won't.
I'd had all the acting polite that I could take, and I just let him have it. I said, you're rude. You don't have any dating etiquette. You don't have any house manners.
And so the man says, "I have a good job." And she says, "Look around. I have a good job too. This big house that you're sitting in, all these pretty things all around here, that's all me. So get out." The thing about it is, some of these men, they feel like they should get a return on their investment. That man took her to lunch the day before, and he thought that earned him a night stay at this woman's house the very next day. This man with a good job felt like he needed to get more. Like he paid for more for that cheap lunch, that cheap, simple lunch. What makes you think you're going to just put your toothbrush in somebody's home? Like, some of these, the audacity is so rich, it's so thick, it's potent. Like, you can cut it with a knife. If I told you, ladies, once, I will tell you again, and I will tell you over and over and over again until you get it. You don't have to be nice. You don't have to make a man comfortable. As soon as you're uncomfortable, let it go. As soon as that man was acting like he didn't have anything planned on the second date, he just wanted to lay up in your house, soaking up your AC, playing on your TV all day, got his feet up on your coffee table and all that. As soon as she felt uncomfortable, she should have told him to leave. You know what? This isn't working out. But she waited until she couldn't take it anymore. That toothbrush and that bar of soap was a deal breaker. But ladies, don't feel like you have to be nice. As soon as you're uncomfortable, call it. You don't owe this man anything. He drove an hour there and he could drive an hour back. He's not spending the night at your house on no second date because he took you to lunch yesterday. Man, so what about that lunch? Give him his money back if that's what he needs. But don't let somebody just make you feel uncomfortable in your own home.
Let me tell you one thing, like, guys nowadays, not even nowadays, I've come to realize this. Most men don't know how to give anything for free. They don't know how to take you for lunch and just expect nothing. They don't know how to take you to a good dinner and expect nothing. Most guys, when they're taking you to a dinner, they want something in return. And that's why sometimes I'm very uncomfortable. Like, when you're meeting somebody for the first time, I don't think expensive dinner is necessary. Actually, I feel like just coffee is fine, or even a walk is fine, because sometimes you don't even know, like, if the first 30 minutes are going to be okay with this stranger. Yeah, I don't know how people meet strangers, like, and go to a club or go to a dinner or expensive dinner with somebody. For me, it's awkward. I don't know about you guys. Comment down below. Would you go to a first date to an expensive place or to a club or something? Comment down below what is your preference when it comes to, dates, especially first dates. Yeah. For me, I prefer them as simple. Like, if I had to do this, I would do it simple, because I don't want to owe somebody stuff. Yeah. Or if I have to go to a place like expensive place, I'll have to have my own money. In case I'm not okay, I just can pay my bill and leave, so that this person does not feel like, they offered me something that I have to pay back. Yeah. So yeah, guys, what do you think about first dates? But this guy is just hilarious. Soap. So how was Soap supposed to, to help him? Like, that is, oh my goodness, it's just funny story. But yeah, most men are this entitled, and yeah, you have to be careful, guys.
Imagine having a busy day at work, a day where I'm tired from work, and I have to deal with a man in my space, a man talking to me, a man breathing around me, A man asking me what's for dinner. A man walking around and making a bunch of fucking noise in my house, snorting and grunting and sniffing and whatever they do, and taking off his stank ass shoes and in my house, and then going in my bathroom and getting in my shower and wetting up my floor and using my bathroom and being in my room, in my bed, in my space, in my house, in my kitchen, bothering my stuff, bothering my dishes, in my refrigerator, turning on my TV, sitting on my white sofa. Like, no. Like, I can't. I cannot imagine it. And I don't know how y'all live with a man, because I couldn't.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Ladies, stop allowing these men that you're dealing with, that you go on dates with, to know where you live at. Your home should be your sanctuary, place of peace. A lot of these men that's out here now, they're not dating you for a commitment, for a real relationship or marriage. They dating for sport. That's why everything is so temporary. It's a sport to them. You understand? You allowing them to control the narrative. Stop allowing these men to control the narrative when it comes to dealing with you. I don't allow men that I date or I'm dealing with to know where I live at. They're not that invested, in my opinion, to even know that most intimate part of me, because to be honest with you, it's really about safety too. Not only is it about being able to control the narrative when dealing with these men, but it's a safety issue too. You know, a man will stalk you. He could be dealing with 4 or 5 other women, but because you're not going along to get along and you're not playing the game, because like I said, this dating situation out here is for sport for a lot of these men. It's just a sport. But if you're not going along to get along or going on with his program, he gonna stalk you. Can't no man stalk me because they don't know where I live at. I dated a man. I was dealing with a man for 4 years. He never knew where I lived. We would go out. We would have a good time. I've been to his house. He had a beautiful home. I loved his dog, everything. But I felt like he had a lot of issues to work through. And he just, to me, in my opinion, because he didn't want to work through his issues, he couldn't be that invested in me. So instead of putting my all into opening my personal life to him, I stayed a mystery. And he would bring it up sometimes, but, you know, it is what it is. A lot of these men want to control how they deal with you. Stop allowing these men to control the narrative when it comes to dating. Savannah, I'm not, and this post is not for you, okay? Because there's always some female on here talking about, oh, well, women need to make better choices and pick better men. My man this, my man that. If you got a good man, I'll just be honest with you. Happy couples are not on this app. Happy couples don't post like that. It's only the ones that need to prove something to somebody else who's in all actuality, a lot of those women are getting cheated on. The ones that say, well, you need to make better choice. My man, this, my man. I didn't see your man and had another broad in the car with him. I didn't see your man with another female. Most of the couples that are on here always posting saying, oh, marriage works, this and that. Let me tell you something. If you happy in private, the public don't need to know that. This is the things that I post are for single women who are having difficulties out here dating. But it's always some pygmisha ass female that want to get on here and talk about how she happy. If you happy, you need to keep it scrolling. Majority of the couples that I know that overshare and post their personal life, everything they do with their significant other, they going through hell behind closed doors off this app. Okay, I done seen females talk about their husband this, my man that. I done seen they men with other women. I don't say nothing, but my thing is this. Happy couples don't post. I was in a 10-year relationship. 5 years, the first 5 years were great because I was at my worst. You know what I mean? Like, I had a lot of legal problems, legal issues. IRS had my money and my funding and my bank accounts in the chokehold. I was at my lowest, and he took care of me, and he was there for me. And it seemed like the lower that I was, the happier he was, because I was needy. I was dependent on him, so it made him feel like he was in control. And in that relationship, everybody knew us as a couple. And I was on social media. I was sharing more of my business page, you know, my hair and stuff. I rarely post him, and we were living together. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, the first 5 years were great because I had somebody that I could depend on, and I felt like he was more in control of that relationship because I was dependent on him. But even still, even though everybody in the public knew about us, I didn't overshare my private life with him. And it's a lot of times women who are in relation, happy women are not trying to expose their happiness to the world. It's certain things that you need to keep private. So as far as dating, women who are single out here dating, stop allowing these men to control the narrative when dealing with you. Stop allowing them to know where you live. Trust me, it ain't gonna stop him from wanting to see you if he don't know where you live at. None of the men that I deal with, the one in particular that I have in my life right now, he doesn't know where I live. It's a problem for him. But until I feel like he's that invested in me, where I can trust him enough to open my home to him, he ain't gonna never know where I live at. You not gonna control this narrative when it comes to me. I've had followers tell me that she been stalked by a guy that she was dealing with that she no longer interacts with. He driving by her house and all of that. I mean, she live in Houston. I'm like, man, don't y'all get open carry? You better raise that window up and pop, pop. Hit that car, hit them tail lights. Men use that as a scare tactic, as a bullying tactic. They stalk you. It's a bullying tactic because you don't want to concede to what it is, the little breadcrumbs they giving you. Stop allowing these men to control the narrative when dating.
My number one rule, I have a no man rule. And what that means is I don't let men in my house. Like, I don't care who you are. So I just moved into this apartment with my daughter. She's 10. And I've had this rule for a couple years since she's gotten older. And I just want her to be comfortable where she's at. And men don't understand it. And it's super frustrating. Like, I don't want to get it in that bad that I'm going to bring you and invite you over to my house. Especially if we're not really like seeing each other or anything. But men, they think it's so cute to be like, oh, invite me over, like, let's hang out. When your daughter goes to sleep, we should chill. Do you understand how cringy that is? Just so cringy. I don't want to chill that bad. I am not going to invite you into my safe spot and her safe spot just to get it in. That makes no sense to me. So I have a no man rule. I've had it. And I don't let men walk into my house. I don't even let them know where I live. Like, this is where my daughter feels safe. This is where I feel safe. And I don't ever want to take that away from her. I don't want some man like showing up at my house because he feels entitled to me. I don't want any of that. I want her to feel safe at all times and to walk around in her underwear if she wants to. I want to walk around in my underwear. I want her to be comfortable. So men don't understand this no man rule. They think I'm full of shit. I'm like, you literally don't get it. So you asking me to hang out or to like let me know when she falls asleep, like so you can get a workout in. Trash. I instantly think less of you because I've already said it and I've explained it. Like, I'm sorry, hey, like I have a no man rule. It's just out of respect for my daughter and I, like, just no. And that no man rule stems from people coming into my house when I was at home and disrespecting me. Like, I am not ever going to put myself in a situation where I have to fear for my daughter and I. So, men, if a lady tells you you can't come over even though her kids are sleeping, understand it, respect it. And if you don't, you're fucking trash. I don't give a fuck. And I'm just so over it. I'm so over the messages. Like, we just moved into this new place. Like, I've said no. Now I just leave you on red because I don't give a fuck and now you've already lost your chance. I don't care.
Ladies, we have got to talk. Please, if you have your own home, do not let a man move in with you unless you put him on a contract so that he's got some financial commitment in the game, because if not, you have just invited somebody into your home to take advantage of you. He's got no financial commitment, and if anything happens, the legal commitments are on you also. Don't do it. You don't need the upset. You don't need the stress. And one, why would a man even ask you to live with you? This is happening a lot, ladies, because where's his home at? Why can't he maintain his home? But if he comes into your home, go on and put on that contract that he gonna hold down that note. Because guess what? you'll find out how serious his commitment is to moving in with you. Because ain't no freebies. You out here grinding and hustling, and you don't need nobody slowing you down. So take advantage of what I'm saying, ladies. Don't let no man move in with you. Period. But if you do let him move in with you, please put him on a contract.
Your house is your safe haven. So a lot of you women, you meet these men and they're like hell bent on getting to your home or getting inside of your home. You should never be inviting a man to your house until you know first and foremost where he lives at, first name, middle name, last name, social security. You have an idea of where his mother lives. Let me explain something to you. Your house is that's your last line of defense. You might want to cut this dude off. Like if you want to sleep with him, that's what hotels are for. If you want to sleep with him, maybe that's what his house is for. But your house is your sanctuary. Stop inviting these men to your homes. They're bringing their energy in your house. They're bringing energy from other women inside of your house. Listen, stop giving these people easy access to where you lay your head at, man. That's mandatory, and a lot of you women, you got away from that because you're a prisoner of convenience. Well, it's convenient. He might as well come over here. And no, it should be an honor for that man to get inside your home. Respectfully, to get inside your home is major. Let's get back to having standards.
No man that I'm just casually dating that isn't paying no bills, isn't contributing to my lifestyle, is not contributing to my mental health or well-being is coming up in my place of dwelling. Point blank, period. For women, I really feel like there's something spiritual that happens when you let a man into the place that you lay your head. Like, I don't know. It just seems like letting a man into your home just completely shifts the entire energy of your home. And I just do not like that. And then when the situation ends or goes left and they're no longer around, it just feels like there's something missing when nothing is freaking missing. Like, the problem is gone. So therefore, to just avoid me having to get the feng shui back in my place going, I'm just not going to make the mistake of letting no man up in my space ever again until some things are being exchanged. And I'm talking money. Yeah, I need you to be paying a bill. I need you to be contributing to my life in some type of way, because I already know the type of woman I am. I bring the table to the table, baby. I'm talking meals, lunches packed, gifts. I do it all, but it just seems like it's never for the right person. So let's just don't even fucking ask. Don't ask, because the answer is no. The answer is no. You're not coming to my house. You will never see what it looks like on the inside. It's going to take a special fella to be able to come up in this motherfucker again. Especially not after I put all this hard work and money into this place. No, that's for me, my friends, and my family to enjoy. I'm so sorry. And let's just also talk about how dangerous it is letting a man up in your house as a woman, especially a single woman. Like, you don't know if that man is crazy. You don't know if he come into your house and leave and your ass will never leave again. Like, it's so many horror stories that I've heard about women letting men into their house. I'm just not doing it anymore, especially living in Atlanta. I'm not fucking around. So don't fucking ask. Like, don't. You're not coming here. Point blank, period.
I have a rule that never failed me, and it's I don't allow men into my home. There is no way that a man's gonna walk into my home. I recently let one man into my home, and it was a catastrophe. I had to sage. I had to Palo Santo. Oh my God, do not let men into your home. Do not go to their homes. But if you must, for whatever reason, whatever, don't let them into your home.
Quit letting these men pick y'all up from your house. I know y'all feel like, oh, if he want to date me, he got to come get me. Absolutely not. Meet him there. Y'all have a good time. Y'all have a nice dinner or a nice movie or whatever the case may be. You meet him there. Y'all part ways. Don't no man need to know where you live at. And I know it's not hard to find out where you stay. But don't willingly let a man know where you stay. That is not none of his business. It's too dangerous out here. It's too many things happening. What if things don't work out? So every time you meet a guy and y'all go on a date, he pick you up. What if that don't work out? Then you meet another guy and he pick you up. Then that don't work out. So now everybody know where you live at? No.
It's literally like having somebody who has demonic entities attached to them come into your temple, and it disrupts the peace.
I give you guys some advice that's going to save your life. So if you're not married to this person and you're in the linking stage, I don't care if he's in uni, I don't care if he's a doctor, police officer, whoever it is that you're talking to, do not tell them where you live. If they just are one of them lads, you do something to upset them, or if you don't want to be with them no more, if you're out with the girls and they don't like it, they can't turn around and be like, I'm going to your yard. And especially if you live with family, because if you live with family, it's worse, because you're going to be scared, and then this is how they're going to trap you, through fear. But I don't care if it's been like 6 months, don't tell them where you live, because the true colours don't really show that quick as well. Sometimes it could take like a year or two for true colours to shine anyway. Do not tell them where you live. Or you like, I'm coming to your house if you don't do this, or you know, do you want this to happen to your family member and things. They can use it to control you. Want to learn about him, keep the questions about him, ask him about his family and what he does for a job, and you know, find out where he lives.
Hey ladies, if a guy wants to drive you on the date, especially like a first date, don't do it. Like, I know it comes across as chivalrous, and there's parts of that I think we still want men to care and put in effort and show up, whatever. But the amount of times that I have been stalked because a guy ended up finding out where I lived, this is not worth it. And it can be pretty dangerous. I remember one time getting in this argument with a guy because he wanted to take me to a restaurant that was like 1 minute away from me. And I said, I'll meet you there. And this is after I had already dealt with several stalkers. And we ended up getting in an argument about it. He completely killed the vibe of me even wanting to go. And frankly, I should just cancel the date altogether, because why is this an argument? Why are you trying so hard? You just want to know where I live. You want to try to come up to my place and get some. Like, I'm not going to fucking fall for it. So anyway, we ended up arguing about it, and then he had to finally relent and be like, okay, I'll meet you there. And I know it sounds nice, but you know, other times I've done that, and like the guy has like tried to follow you or come back or leave notes on your car or harass you and try to convince you and whittle away at you to get you to like them. If it's just like one date and you're done, don't let anyone come over. Don't let anyone know where you live. This isn't romantic at all. They literally are just trying to get some. Even if it's a guy that's saying he's just a friend of yours, trying to follow you up, like follow you to where you live, follow you in your house, know your address, whatever. So many bad situations happen like that.
I went on a date last night with a guy, and this is your reminder to not give your home address to a man from a dating app. So I went on this first date, and it was actually a great first date, which I haven't had a great first date in a while. He was just really easy to talk to, like seems really smart, good banter. So, you know, good date. But anyways, I don't know how we started talking about this, but we started talking about like dating in San Diego, some of the reasons that it's harder than maybe dating in other places. And before our date, he had offered to pick me up, to which I said, you know, thank you very much for offering. No, because I will never allow a man I don't know to come to my home and pick me up. I'm not giving them my address. I'm not getting in a car with them, especially someone from a dating app who you've like never met before. And he said, when we started talking about this, said, yeah, I think that's really responsible to like not give someone your address that you don't know. He said, I always offer to pick someone up, or like generally I offer to pick them up, but I assume they're going to give me like a landmark near their house or a street corner if they do say, yeah, you can pick me up. But he said more often than not, if he picks someone up, they just give him their address. And that blew my mind because personally, I can't imagine giving a random man from a dating app my address. I also cannot imagine getting in a locked car with them, but that's like a whole other thing. But I think we're all too trusting of people that we meet on dating apps. And even this guy was like, yeah, like if I was a woman, especially if I lived alone, I would never give a man from a dating app my home address because you have no idea what you're walking into. So this is your sign and your reminder. Do not give people on dating apps your home address. If you are personally comfortable with them picking you up, which I think is unsafe, but if you are comfortable with it, at the very least, give them like a landmark near your house or like an address a block away and walk and meet them. You just don't need a stranger knowing where you live. And you also shouldn't get in a locked car with a stranger. But anyways, that at the very least, don't give them your address.
So that's it for today, guys. I hope you learned something today. Please don't forget to subscribe and comment down below. Let's discuss this issue. And yeah, share this video to people that you love and something like that. So yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. And yeah, see you. Bye-bye.